Welcome to Second Chance Youth Ranch TV. I'm Perry Black. On this show, we're going to give you hope for the holidays. Don't go away. You don't want to miss this one. We'll be right back. Welcome to Second Chance Youth Ranch TV. I'm here with Rachel, and this is our Hope for the Holidays show, and you don't want to miss it. Rachel, let's go in and check out what's going on the inside. You got a free hand?
I do.
Come on in.
Welcome to Santa's workshop.
Oh my gosh, this is awesome. What have you got here? I see ladies working.
These are Santa's elves right here.
Good looking elves.
And then we have toys everywhere, gifts. This is our drop-off center.
Are these all for me?
Well, you deserve something, but we're gonna leave that up to Santa. These are for our kids.
Wow, how many kids, Rachel, are we going to be blessing with our partners' generosity this holiday season? Hope for the holidays.
Hope for the holidays. We are providing gifts for 75 children this Christmas.
But I don't see enough gifts here for 75.
Well, I better show you around then.
There's
more.
There's more.
They're all over, upstairs, all around.
So
we
serve a and then some God.
Absolutely.
Not barely enough or just enough, but a more than enough God.
We have been able to add more children to our list that we wanted to help because we had so many sponsors.
So how many children?
So 75 children are getting their complete Christmas wish list sponsored.
And you've asked me here today so I can pay for all these gifts? Is that how this is working?
It is all covered. In fact, we even got a check dropped off yesterday from some friends who said, if any of the list come in and they're missing one or two items, I want you to use this check and go buy anything that you need. God has done above and beyond what we could have asked or thought.
Well, that's what he does. So 75 children. How many of these are foster children?
58 are our foster children.
So then you have 17 more.
That are were recently adopted, that sort of thing, that we're wanting to just support those families as well.
So somehow you were able to get the word out with your elves.
Yes, these ladies have been amazing.
75 children that need to have gifts, and support has come from all over Central Arkansas?
From all over. So our friend Ryan Fagan is really hustling for us. He takes all of the lists and just hands them to people and gets people to sponsor. So we're really not even advertising because it's just kind of a word of mouth thing, and he's been amazing, wonderful support, and we just keep getting, like today I got another email from someone else who's like, what do you still need? So we're able to do things like we're able to buy a refrigerator for a family that's fostering a group of 7, because that was a need they had. So once these lists were filled and people are still wanting to help, we're able to find other needs and meet them as well.
All right, well, show me around. Let me see what else you got.
Let's take a look.
I'm looking for my box, because I see every box has a child's name on it.
It does. So it lists the child's name and every gift that they've asked for. And
so they submitted, hey, this is my wish list.
Right, and it depends on, so some of our kids are 3 or 4 years old, and so the foster parents have put their wish list together. But what's cool is the kids don't know these came from sponsors.
I got you.
These will be wrapped and put under their tree on Christmas morning to either be from their foster parents or from Santa, whatever the family does, And so they get things just like a regular kid would, just like your kids got when they were little. Not, I was sponsored by somebody. They don't even know about any of this.
Okay.
So,
well, lead me on. Let's see what you got.
So we've got all these boxes here, and you can see some of them are filled up. Some of them are still empty a little bit. We're having things come in, and we had to go on all of the stairs to fit all of these boxes. So if you come up here, you can see the rest of them. I mean, there's y'all, there's bicycles, there's televisions, there's games, there's toys, just so much in every nook and cranny here. And they're separated by family. So you have the Hall family here, and they have 4 kids in their home that we bought gifts for. So we'll do a pickup day where the foster parents come and get the gifts.
Oh, that's cool.
And then they go and take them home and wrap them and put them under the tree.
Very cool.
And then what's cool in here, this is our overflow spot.
There's more?
And there's just toys just piled up in here. to supplement. So several churches and individuals are doing like toy drives for us so that we can fill in any gaps. And also we can use these throughout the year for birthday presents, for a toy when a kid first arrives, that sort of thing.
And I see gowns.
We have gowns.
Gowns for our girls who may go to a school prom or a school
formal event. Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
Beautiful. All right.
So it's
a lot going on here. We are actually in one of our apartments that has been used in times past as a transitional living for older students, and now it's used frequently when it's not Santa's workshop.
Right.
It's used as a place for our foster parents when they have a day off.
Right. Sometimes a babysitter will come to their house and watch their kiddos, and then this is a space that they can come and relax and have a little break here and there.
All right, we're going to take a brief break, and we're going to go downstairs, and we're going to be right back with you here in just a moment.
A mission field around you is filled with young hearts needing a forever family. And at Second Chance Youth Ranch, our team is committed to providing healthy, stable, loving homes and families to hurting children in the Arkansas foster care system and those up for adoption. Please contact us if you feel the tug at your heart to help foster or adopt, and find out the steps you could take to help fulfill a child's lifelong dream. Maybe you can't foster or adopt, but you could help. The need for thousands of children in the system is staggering. But with the help of faithful partners and business alliances, we are meeting those needs right now. Would you help us make a difference? Every gift, regardless of size, impacts a child's life directly and helps provide for a home in the gap right now. Visit the Second Chance Youth Ranch website at 2CYR.org to read more, watch the stories, and to make a contribution for a hurting child's care. Monthly partners are needed, so please contact us right away. And as you partner with this ministry, you are partnering with the Heavenly Father that has promised to be Father to the fatherless. God bless you for helping Second Chance Youth Ranch.
Welcome back to Second Chance Youth Ranch TV. I'm Perry Black, and you're not. Hey, who are you, though?
Rachel Hubbard.
Rachel Hubbard. Rachel and Billy. And Billy's not with us because we allowed him the opt-out option, and he took the opt-out.
Yep.
He's not a camera ham like
he likes
you.
To be. I'm not. You are.
Okay, well, and we're here in the Hope for the Holidays festive house.
Right. Basically Santa's workshop now.
Santa's workshop. So in our first segment, anybody that may just be joining us, Rachel, this place was formerly used as one of our transitional living program apartments. It's used now sometimes as our foster parents might need a night off or day off or something like that. They might just stay here for an overnighter. But right now, it's the Hope for the Holidays Santa's workshop.
It is, absolutely. It's bustling in here. It's busy. Can't see right now, but our
Santa's little elves over there
are back here working on their computers and inventorying, and people will come and go and drop gifts off. So it's really kind of a fun place to be.
We're surrounded by gifts from God here. We've got the elves. We got James and Christian and Seth and Kathy and Wally. Offset, we got all these gifts from God, and on set we have all these gifts for our foster children from our sponsors, and I'm overwhelmed.
When I first walked in here after the girls had set up all the boxes and I just saw all of them, I just couldn't help but cry, and so we have had people sponsor 75 different wish lists, and on top of that, I'll tell you something cool that happened is we wanted to provide just some household things for our foster homes. So we had the parents make a wish list, maybe pots and pans or a new rug or whatever, board games. And so we had an Amazon wish list, and we started trying to find sponsors for those. And about 2 days after we posted it, I got online and said, "Where's the list? It has disappeared." And so I called Taylor and Kenzie, and I was like, "What happened to the list? It's messed up." And they said, "No, Rachel, that's because every item has already been bought."
Wow.
It's cool. And then we cried some more,
Well, we're right here. People who may try to figure out where we are, because we're at the drop-off center for the gifts for Second Chance Youth Ranch. We're right here, just literally a block off of I-30 in Saline County, Central Arkansas. And I am just blown away how Arkansans, and specifically Central Arkansas and Saline County folks, have just wrapped their arms around foster children at Second Chance Youth Ranch?
I mean, probably every day for the last month, I've gotten a text or an email or a Facebook message saying, what do y'all need? How can we help with Christmas? At this point, I think we have over 60 different people sponsoring or doing something, in addition to churches that are doing drives and raising money, and it's just incredible.
Well, you and Billy have been at Second Chance Youth Ranch how many years now?
17.
And the ranch, we started receiving children on December of 2005. And that's 19 years ago.
Right.
So I remember days when I sat with our clinical director, back in that day was Matt Frederick, and he and I discussing how are we going to do this. I didn't even know if we had 75 sponsors, much less 75 children. To sponsor.
I know.
And so to have been a part of this journey all these years, it literally blows me away. And you guys, you and Billy started as foster parents.
Right.
And I was gracious enough to allow y'all to have what, 6 teenage girls?
7.
7.
Thank
and
you.
y'all had been married how many weeks?
6 months.
6 months, and became foster parents for 7.
Yep.
Do we have any openings right now at the ranch for a foster family that would like to be a part of the ministry?
We have one home right now that has just recently become available. We're in the process of kind of fixing it up.
You had a family move
up.
back to be close to family in Texas.
Exactly.
That had been
After
with us several
serving
years.
about 4 years, they moved back to Texas. And so we do have one home that'll be ready in January for another family who is interested in fostering a large sibling group.
So tell me about this. You said you have 75 children we've sponsored, and then some sponsors sponsored the house.
Right.
What does the home need to make the living experience for our children? So what kind of things did the homes need?
We had one home that asked for a basketball goal that they could play with in the driveway. We had homes that wanted bedding, board games, some that wanted kitchen supplies, just things like that. To
Things
make
that any
things a
home
little
would
better.
need.
Right, exactly.
Well, I happen to notice over here, there's a keyboard for, and y'all said it's for one of our girls. That's taking piano or something?
She takes piano lessons at 2CYR Arts Academy, who allows any child in foster care to come and take lessons for free.
Well, that's cool. And our church sponsors, one of our missions outreaches is 2CYR.
Right.
And they're just so involved in what we do at Second Chance Youth Ranch, helping our children grow in the arts.
Yes, exactly right. And in fact, they started sponsoring foster children for free because they got to know our kids and fell in love with them, and the director adopted one of our children.
That's pretty cool. I think the little girl that I'm seeing the keyboard, I think she's actually an adopted child herself, and is one of those children that belongs to our foster parent.
Right, exactly. So we had a sponsor reach out to us and say, I want to make sure that all of the adopted or bio kids of your foster parents have as much as the foster children do in the home.
You know, again, that's what continually blows me away. That's not something you and I sat down with Billy and said, you know, what about the children of our foster families?
I would have never asked for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it feels like we shouldn't or whatever, and to have a sponsor say, you know what, I think that we should do this, and just make sure. It's just, God is above and beyond.
Now, I have walked through here both on camera and off camera, and I see names on every box, but I'm amiss. I haven't found my box.
We didn't want you to see it. We hid it.
Oh, I know, because I'm out of the box.
There you go.
I don't know how much time we have on this segment. Do you have any idea? We've got all these elves here.
Somebody know?
Nobody knows.
You can wrap it up anytime.
Wrap it up anytime, they said.
So we're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
I like making silly faces because that's part of my personality. My name is Autumn, and I am 15. Very bubbly. You know, I like to think of myself as when you open a Sprite. It just fizzes, and you get that taste of it, and it's like, it kind of burns, but you want more of it because it's sweet, and you like it so much. And it just comes in this cute little can that's like green and yellow, and you can just put it in your fridge and take it out. It could get cold, it could get hot, it could also go flat, but there's always another one. I love sports, interior design, hanging out with friends and family. I like being silly. I like being very energetic. I just like making really corny jokes, making people laugh, making faces, and I love to communicate with enthusiasm. Some things that I like to do for fun, I like drawing, like to play with sidewalk chalk, draw smiley faces. I like to dance and do cheer, play with hair, like braiding. I like to do people's nails. I also like 4-H program and like showing animals like cattle and horses, lambs, bunnies, chickens, all of the above. I do want to be adopted because there's been a lot of hard times in my past and I've not been treated very well, but I've learned to grow from the mistakes that my parents have made and then the decisions and the choices that I have made that have not been very correct have made me to become more mature, and just having a family that's going to be there and actually spend time with me and just let me have a family instead of pushing me away would be absolutely amazing. It would be absolutely amazing. I would feel wanted, but just being able to wake up in the morning and go to the living room or go to the kitchen and see breakfast on the table and just saying, good morning. Just like people being able to greet you when you come home from school, like, how was your day? Asking you what's wrong when you're not feeling all right or when you're not feeling the best, and just helping you make the choices that are gonna be the best. If you guys are the one, it doesn't matter who you are and you're watching this, it's going to be amazing. Because I know having a family is going to be awesome. That's all.
Thank you for your support and have a very Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year. Hi everyone, we want to say thank you so much for everything you've done for us. Thank you for sponsoring, and we want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas!
We could not be more thankful for your love and continued support to us, these children, and our families during this holiday season. What you guys do is incredible, and we're just so thankful and blessed to be loved by you. We hope you have a wonderful Christmas.
Hi, I'm Chelsea Clay, and I just want to say, first of all, Merry Christmas. Secondly, thank you from the bottom of my heart and my family's heart for supporting us this Christmas. It's going to be so wonderful. We are incredibly blessed, and it's first of all God, but also because of you and you just being a part of our village. And we just want to thank you, and again, wish you a Merry Christmas. Thank you so much.
Say thank you!
Thank you!
We know this time of year is such a special time for us here at Second Chance Youth Ranch and the TV program. We want to say thank you for being a part of our ranch family and our viewing audience. And we want to say, I know how difficult this time of year is for so many people as we are reminded that some of our loved ones have gone on to be with the Lord and received their heavenly reward. but it still leaves that empty spot in our hearts. So while we're looking at hope for the holidays, I want to pray for you and pray that the Holy Spirit will flood and fill your heart right now. So would you pray with me, please? Father, we thank you so much for the love of God that's been shed abroad in our hearts by Jesus Christ. We thank you for the gift of your Son. We thank you for the gift of the Holy Spirit sent directly to us by Jesus Himself to baptize us in love and in power. So Lord, I ask you by your Spirit, right there where our viewers are, to flood their hearts with the peace of God that passes all understanding. I thank you for it, Lord, in Jesus' mighty name. Amen. Welcome back to Second Chance Youth Ranch TV. I'm Perry Black, and this is Rachel Hubbard, our Daily Operations Director. And she's not with Billy today, as we said in a previous segment. We gave him the option whether or not he wanted to be on TV, and typical Billy, well, I'll pass on the television stuff.
Yes.
But you know, we're here on the show to, number one, acknowledge our sponsors and to share with our viewers how they can get involved. And I hope for the holidays, but by the time this show airs, we'll be getting ready just weeks from moving into the new year. What is it in the new year, Rachel, that we are believing God for to be able to help more children in care and impact our state?
Well, we think that the two biggest things that we can do is get as many foster homes open as possible to take care of children.
What was our goal in 2023?
Our goal was to open 23 foster homes in 2023, and we got 16 open, which is a record for us and more than we've had, but we need more people saying yes. We need more people who want to join us.
If I became a foster parent or a foster home, my wife and I, would we have to take in 7 children or 6 children like y'all did when you were foster parents at the ranch?
Well, we'd sure give them to you if you wanted to, but many of our foster parents foster in their own home, and they only foster one child, and there's a need for that as well.
So even right now, into December, if 7 people reached out to us and said, I'm really interested, I can't do 6 or 5 or 4, I have a child, but I have an extra bedroom and I have a heart for hurting children, I'd like to talk to you about just how can I become a foster parent for one child or 2 children?
Absolutely.
You would answer the phone?
Oh, 100%.
Your elves would be willing to help?
Liz is our foster care coordinator, and she gets people open faster than anyone else in the state of Arkansas, and she walks them through the process, and she's been fostering for about 4 years herself, so she can answer all the hard questions.
She has a couple of birth children of her own.
And 4 foster children.
And Jose and Liz, they are still in the foster care ministry here.
Right.
And she does what else for us?
She's our foster care coordinator. And
Does she get paid for any of that, for God's sakes?
she's going to have a big house in heaven. I know that.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what's cool, Pastor, is almost all of our support staff is either in the process of opening their own home to foster or already has their home open to foster.
For instance, our clinical director, who's been with us
16 years.
16 years, Chad Strike, he and Joanne opened their homes. He's the clinical director.
He's busy.
How many children have they brought into their home?
They currently have 7 foster children
They're
in
sibling
their home.
groups.
Yes,
It's a sibling
large
group.
sibling group. They were split into different homes, and they added onto their house so that they could have all of these children together. That's the thing, is like you can't come here to work and get to know these kids and learn about the need and not be driven to do something even more, you know.
So our viewers, when we make that excuse, well, I just don't know if I can, we're not just going to give you somebody in some bureaucratic office somewhere to tell you that you can. We're going to give you someone like Chad, Joanne, Liz, you, who've all been involved in fostering, James Henley, who's off camera. They've all been involved in fostering. They know exactly what it takes and the difference that it makes. That's a slogan. Let's put that on a card.
What it takes and the difference it makes.
Come on.
I like it.
Come on, I feel the Holy Ghost up in here.
But you are right that support is the other thing. So we want to open as many foster homes as possible, but the other piece to that is we want to support those foster homes as well as possible.
Yeah.
And that's really what makes Second Chance so special, is that we get it. We have a team who's well experienced, who knows the interventions that work to help these kiddos, and we really wrap around our foster families in a unique way.
Right here on this campus where we are here in the city of Bryant, the Metroplex, we have 4 foster homes right here on this campus where we're seated.
Right.
And then we built and dedicated 3 foster homes, December of 22, 1 in January of 23, and 1 in November of 23.
Correct.
And we're looking for a lot. We're looking for a lot to build another foster home or 2 or 3 in 2024, because our goal in 2024, since we've got 16 this year, then we're done? Or what's our goal in 2024?
Well, Billy says we should open 24 foster homes in 2024, and I think we're on board with that. We just want to end this crisis.
Yeah.
We want every child that doesn't have a home to have one, and I know we can do that.
Yeah, so and again, we are building some homes, but you don't have to live on our campus. Again,
Right.
if you own your own home, rent your own home, you have an extra bedroom and a heart for children in crisis, we'd love to hear from them. Is that right?
Exactly right. We would love to open you to foster in your own home.
And this time next year in 2024, maybe we'll have 100 or 125.
we
hope for
might
the
need a bigger
holidays.
workshop next year.
And that is one thing that we're working on, is we are so focused on being good stewards. We use every inch of everything we have every day.
Yes.
And so many of our offices right now are in the T&T complex at Family Church, rent-free. But if somebody has a commercial building out there that they'd like to donate to make a difference in the lives of fostering and help us improve and get all of our staff working together, a place to break out, all the things that we need, we're certainly open to that, because we are focused on making a difference and ending the crisis
Right,
in the state of
exactly.
Arkansas.
And you can't end the crisis if you're not supporting families really well, because what happens is, as many homes as you open, they end up closing. So what you're alluding to is a resource center that we want to open, a place for families to bring their foster child to have a visitation with their biological family, a place for therapy to occur.
A place where the whole staff can come together, be motivated, inspired, and encouraged, because it's tough work.
Right, exactly right. Where our foster families can come and connect with their case manager, where we have a store that's free to foster families to come and shop in. We just got 2 kiddos last night at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
They both came with 1 Walmart sack full of clothes, and they had nothing. And I want to have a big place at that resource center where that foster family can come and grab whatever those kids need and have it ready for them.
Yeah. So there's something for you to do in fostering, mentoring, and adopting, and we are here not just to get you involved, but we're here to support you and network with you and all of our sponsors. And there are so many people just like you that need to get involved, and we look forward to seeing you again right here at Second Chance Youth Ranch TV. Rachel, thanks for being here. Thank you for watching. Help us make a difference. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.